Hello, everyone. I'm Sumam Francis from the LivingNER lab in the University of KU Leuven. I'll present my participation in the LivingNER challenge with the presentation titled Task-Aware Contrastive Pre-Training for Spanish Named Entity Recognition. First, let me introduce you to the LivingNER challenge. It involves the development of automatic systems for the semantic analysis of species mentions in documents. We participated in the NER track of species recognition from Spanish clinical records. The dataset of LivingNER comprises of a gold standard dataset with 1,000 training examples and 500 validation examples, and a test and background set comprising of 13,467 examples. Further, they also released a silver standard dataset of translations in 6 languages. The method we propose for this NER track involves a pre-train, then fine-tuned paradigm. The first step involves pre-training a multilingual BERT model with silver standard data. For this, we used a supervised contrastive pre-training approach. Contrastive pre-training involves building positive pairs between class labels with same labels and putting the representations together while diverging the negative pairs and putting them apart. In contrast to conventional contrastive learning methods that optimizes the similarity objective between point embedding representations, we optimize the distributional divergence of Gaussian embeddings. First, a BERT-based pre-trained model is used to generate contextualized representations of sentence tokens. Given a sequence of tokens, the encoder layer maps to a sequence of hidden representations. These intermediate hidden representations are further passed through a linear projection layer to create the embedding representations. The embeddings are assumed to follow a Gaussian distribution with mean mu and variance sigma. To perform contrastive pre-training, we use a contrastive loss, that is the KL divergence between the Gaussian embeddings of all valid token pairs. Valid token pairs include all tokens in the sentence which are not special tokens or padding tokens. 2 tokens are positive if they have the same labels. After pre-training, the next step is to do fine-tuning. Previous research has shown that representations before the projection layers are more informative than the representations obtained from the projection heads. Hence, output representations from the encoder part is extracted, and further a linear classifier with a softmax function is added to further fine-tune the model. As far as the results are concerned, this table represents the results of our baseline models, which involves a Spanish BERT model and an XLMR model, and also the contrastively pre-trained models on the development set of LivingNER. It can be seen that the contrastively pre-trained models improve upon the already high-performing baseline models based on transformers. And this table demonstrates represents our official submission to the LivingNER challenge on the test set. We obtained an overall F1 score of 0.9375 on the challenge, which is much higher than the mean scores, indicating the effectiveness of our approach. Here we submitted 2 contrastively pre-trained models for both Spanish BERT and the XLMR. And in conclusion, we have described our submissions for the NER subtask. We explored contrastive learning-based supervised task adaptive pre-training framework that that actually maximizes the intertoken divergence by modeling Gaussian embeddings. Gaussian embeddings also include an additional constraint of preserving class divergence through this variance estimate that it has, which actually helps in generalizing, in helping in generalization. And by utilizing these supervised contrastive task adaptive pre-training, we were able to improve upon the already high-performing transformer-based models and achieved an overall F1 score of 9.9375 on the LivingNER task. That's all. Thank you very much for listening.